If you're a man over 60 with high blood pressure, you already know the danger. Viagra and blood pressure medications can be a deadly mix, sending your pressure crashing down, leaving you dizzy, weak, and at real risk. But giving up your manhood isn't an option either. The good news? Nature provides safe alternatives. In the next few minutes, I'll reveal the best natural Viagra foods scientifically proven to support healthy blood pressure and restore strong erections without the risks. The first food on our list is one that science consistently supports: beetroot. This humble root vegetable may not look like much, but for men with high blood pressure and fading erections, it can be a true game changer. Here's why. Beetroot is naturally rich in dietary nitrates. Once inside your body, these nitrates convert into nitric oxide, the very molecule your blood vessels need to relax and widen. For a man over 60, this matters more than ever. Narrow, stiff arteries drive blood pressure higher and restrict the flow of blood to the heart and to the erectile tissue. By increasing nitric oxide, beetroot helps lower blood pressure and restore circulation where it counts most. In fact, a study published in the journal Hypertension found that drinking beetroot juice lowered systolic blood pressure within just a few hours. Another trial in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that regular beet consumption improved endothelial function. That's the health of the cells lining your arteries. In people with hypertension, these are the very same cells responsible for controlling blood flow during an erection. Let me pause here to introduce myself. I'm Dr. Evelyn Hart, a board-certified urologist with over 25 years of experience helping men navigate the challenges of aging, testosterone decline, and cardiovascular health. My mission is to give you evidence-based, natural solutions that protect your heart while restoring your confidence as a man. And beetroot is one of those solutions. Patients of mine who began adding just a small glass of beet juice to their routine not only saw improvements in their blood pressure readings, but also reported the return of stronger, more reliable erections. Not overnight, not like a pill, but gradually, by repairing the very foundation of their circulation. Here's the mini hook. When you strengthen your arteries with something as simple as beetroot, you're not just lowering a number on a blood pressure cuff. You're fueling the very blood flow that brings life back to your heart and to your manhood. The second food that deserves a spot on this list is pomegranate. The ruby red fruit, often called a natural powerhouse for circulation. For men with high blood pressure, it delivers benefits that go far beyond its sweet, refreshing taste. Pomegranate is packed with polyphenols, some of the most potent antioxidants found in nature. These compounds reduce oxidative stress and inflammation, two forces that silently damage the lining of your arteries as you age. When oxidative stress attacks the endothelium, your vessels stiffen, blood pressure rises, and blood flow to the erectile tissue is compromised. Polyphenols in pomegranate help repair and protect these cells, improving their ability to produce nitric oxide and regulate healthy circulation. The science backs this up. A study published in Clinical Nutrition showed that just 2 weeks of daily pomegranate juice lowered systolic blood pressure by as much as 12%. Another study in the International Journal of Impotence Research found that men who drank pomegranate juice experienced significant improvements in erectile function scores. The reason? Better endothelial health meant better blood flow, both to the heart and to the pelvic region. In my own practice, I've seen similar results. Men who began drinking a small glass of pure pomegranate juice each day often reported steadier blood pressure readings within weeks. Even more encouraging, many noticed the gradual return of morning erections they thought were gone for good. Not because pomegranate acts like a pill, but because it rebuilds circulation at the source. Here's the mini hook. When you choose pomegranate, you're not just drinking juice, you're fortifying your arteries, lowering your blood pressure, and giving your erectile tissue the oxygen-rich blood it needs to function like it once did. It's one of the few foods that truly bridges the gap between heart health and manhood. The third food is one you might already enjoy on a hot summer day: watermelon. Most people think of it as just a refreshing fruit, but science now calls it nature's summer Viagra. And for good reason. Watermelon is one of the richest natural sources of L-citrulline, an amino acid that your body converts into L-arginine and then into nitric oxide. And as we've already discussed, nitric oxide is the master key for blood vessel relaxation. When nitric oxide rises, arteries expand, blood pressure drops, and circulation improves throughout the body, including the erectile tissue. What makes watermelon unique is how gently it works. Unlike prescription drugs that can cause sudden drops in blood pressure, dangerous for men already on hypertension medications, watermelon supports nitric oxide production gradually in a way your body can handle safely. That makes it especially valuable for men with high blood pressure. The evidence is solid. A study published in Urology tested L-citrulline supplementation in men with mild erectile dysfunction. The results showed noticeable improvement in erection hardness and overall satisfaction. While the supplement used concentrated citrulline, watermelon provides a natural dietary source that you can add to your routine without side effects. I've seen this in practice as well. Patients who added regular slices of fresh watermelon or blended it into a juice often notice lower blood pressure readings and a refreshing boost in circulation. Some even shared that their morning energy and confidence in the bedroom returned, not overnight, but steadily, as their blood vessels regained flexibility. Here's the mini hook. Eating watermelon isn't just about cooling off in the summer. It's about fueling your arteries with the very building blocks of nitric oxide, lowering your blood pressure naturally, and restoring the blood flow your erections depend on. For men with hypertension, it's one of the safest, sweetest ways to support both heart and manhood. The fourth food on this list may already be sitting in your kitchen: garlic. For centuries, garlic has been valued not just as a flavor enhancer, but as a natural medicine. And modern science confirms what tradition long suspected. Garlic is a potent ally for both blood pressure and blood flow. Garlic contains a compound called allicin, released when the cloves are crushed or chopped. Allicin relaxes smooth muscle in the blood vessel walls and reduces stiffness in the arteries. The result: lower blood pressure, better circulation, and reduced strain on the heart. For men with hypertension, that's a critical benefit. But the story doesn't stop there. When blood flows more freely, it also improves delivery to the erectile tissue. Many cases of erectile dysfunction are not just about hormones. They're about restricted circulation. By opening up your arteries, garlic indirectly supports stronger, more reliable erections. The research is compelling. A meta-analysis published in the Journal of Nutrition found that garlic supplementation reduced systolic blood pressure by an average of 7 to 8 mm in people with hypertension. That's comparable to the effect of some first-line medications, but without the pharmaceutical risks. Another study in phytomedicine reported improved blood vessel elasticity and circulation after consistent garlic intake. I've had patients who began simply adding raw or lightly cooked garlic to their meals, or taking odorless garlic capsules, and within a few months, their blood pressure readings improved. Some also noticed a subtle but steady return of sexual function, as their overall vascular health improved. Here's the mini hook. Garlic may not sound glamorous, but it quietly strengthens the foundation of your circulation. For a man with high blood pressure, that means less strain on your heart, steadier numbers at the doctor's office, and a healthier flow of blood where you need it most. The fifth food group that deserves a place on this list is leafy greens. Vegetables like spinach, kale, arugula, and Swiss chard. These greens are often overlooked, but for men with high blood pressure and erectile concerns, they are one of the most powerful natural allies. Leafy greens are loaded with natural nitrates, just like beetroot. Once inside your body, these nitrates convert to nitric oxide, allowing your blood vessels to relax, widen, and deliver blood more efficiently. That means lower blood pressure numbers and better circulation throughout the body. And when more blood reaches the erectile tissue, it directly supports stronger erections. But that's not the only reason greens matter. They are also rich in magnesium and potassium, two minerals that play a central role in balancing blood pressure. Potassium helps your body flush out excess sodium, which otherwise raises blood pressure. Magnesium relaxes blood vessels, further reducing vascular tension. For men already battling hypertension, this mineral combination is like nature's built-in blood pressure medication. Science supports this. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition has shown that higher intake of nitrate-rich greens is linked with lower rates of hypertension and improved endothelial function. Another study found that men who consumed spinach regularly had measurable increases in nitric oxide levels, confirming the link between greens and vascular performance. I've seen patients who started simple habits, adding a handful of spinach to their morning smoothie or a side of sautéed kale with dinner. And within weeks, they noticed steadier blood pressure readings. Some even mentioned an unexpected benefit: improved morning erections. That's the power of circulation when you give your arteries the fuel they need. Here's the mini hook. Leafy greens may look ordinary, but they provide extraordinary support for men over 60. By combining nitrates, magnesium, and potassium, they deliver a triple impact: healthier arteries, lower blood pressure, and the nitric oxide boost that fuels both your heart and your manhood. So here's the lesson. If you're a man over 60 living with high blood pressure, the path back to stronger erections and a healthier heart doesn't have to come from a risky pill. Viagra and similar drugs can be dangerous when combined with blood pressure medication. But nature gives us safer options. Foods that lower blood pressure, strengthen your arteries, and restore the nitric oxide your body needs for healthy circulation. We've seen how beetroot delivers nitrates that drop blood pressure fast, how pomegranate protects your arteries with powerful polyphenols, how watermelon provides citrulline to fuel nitric oxide, how garlic lowers blood pressure with allicin, and how leafy greens supply nitrates plus magnesium and potassium for a triple benefit. Each of these foods has been studied, proven, and trusted, not as quick fixes but as long-term allies for your heart and your manhood. The key takeaway is this: improving circulation is not about chasing miracles, it's about building habits. By adding even one or two of these foods into your daily diet, you can start lowering your blood pressure naturally while fueling the blood flow that erections depend on. Step by step, meal by meal, you're giving your body what it needs to thrive. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these natural Viagra foods will you try first? Drop a comment below. Your story might inspire another man who's struggling with the same challenges. And don't stop here. Subscribe to this channel, because in my next video, I'll reveal the safe daily limits of these natural Viagra foods, how much you should eat and when, to maximize benefits without risks. You don't want to miss it. I'm Dr. Evelyn Hart, reminding you, protect your heart, fuel your circulation, and never give up your vitality as a man. Disclaimer: this video is for educational purposes only and does not replace professional medical advice. Always consult your doctor before making changes to your diet, lifestyle, or medications.